Hey there, Silver Tongue Devil here, and in this video we're going to be going on with starting from 0% in Siege of Heaven. Now we're currently at 51% with 44 of the 87 achievements that we can get. I'd like to get them all tonight, but we'll see. We're going to jump into Saint's Approach, have a little review of what we have and what we don't, and go from there. That's always going to go in that little slot there. So, we need ambushes, headshots through gaps. Not a great level for it, but I do know a good one for that. Kill 15 enemies with sniper elite headshots. That we can do. Hello, K2. Salvation to 10 orphans. That we can do. Kill bats. 33. 50 nights with multi-kills. So I think what we'll look at here... 20 multi-kills. Kill a screamer. More bats. Bats with gat shops. This one can be a bit of a difficult one. Because you can only really get decent gap shots on one level, which I'll show off a little bit later. 33. This was one of the ones that I was talking about previously with Sean, as it happens. The Marksman Challenge. This one can be difficult if you don't know how to cheese sniper shots. And I know how to cheese sniper shots. 10 screams in one run. That one's difficult. You know what? I reckon gap shots. Let's go and get a load of gap shots. We the few Siege of Heaven players in that menu, I thought I'd just show you quick, campaigned for ages. I'll show you in a minute, for a restart button. Have you? Today I have mostly been learning how to eliminate green screen from things so that I can put stuff into my videos. It basically means I can put explosions in. It'll be brilliant. Okay. Yes, as far as the sniper side of things is concerned, this is the level for you. Now, we're looking at gap shots and ambush shots, and I think this level is easiest for it because it's all there. All nice. I'll have a look at that one, Sean. Although I did miss which one you said. Restless Tranquilizer. I haven't got that achievement myself. You're definitely doing the voice dictation. It's I've basically been designing like a little subscribe. I don't like asking, so I put it in like graphic. I've been designing a little stinger for ITR. It's got explosions in it. That's not a bad shout. Don't even need that. Damn it. I'm literally sat here taking a knee to get these. Hey Debs. Which one were you saying? Is it Restless Tranquilizer? Ah. That sounded like a, I don't know, it sounded like a misspell to me. So, these are our ambushes, which is a gap shot with a headshot. I think this is probably, I mean, it's not easy, but it's easier. But whilst you are going for the headshots, you can also be getting gap shots. And I think this level is probably one of the best ones. For getting these. I still think sniper shots is easiestly done, and we'll test though. But Nefarious Invasion has the benefit of being able to duplicate enemies, which then means that if you're hitting things, maybe cupids that are getting away at a really far distance, you can then double up or even triple up or quadruple up if you have various bits and bobs. Like Hand of Gods and such in the right place. So we got divine timing, we got what we were here for. Let's see if we can get the 33 gaps. I know there are... I believe there's achievements for downing Anakin with a headshot, which I think we need a few of. At this point now, it is literally just gap shots. One of the things that I will show you is, that's a gap shot, that's a gap shot, that's a gap shot, that's a gap shot. So you can then all of a sudden get 3 out of a night, out of a standard night, which might help some. YOLO shot now. Let's just make sure we don't get any in there, because I don't think we've completed this one. No, not wasted. Don't think we've completed this one without losing any lives. We'll take the Hand of God on this occasion, because it'll just help us slow everything down. So yeah, anyone struggling with gap shots, even if you're going for the leaderboard positions as well, because that's where what I've been doing a bit of. Going for body shots on knights through these gaps means that you take the minimum of health, but each one counts. So 3 out of that one night helps, definitely. You can also get a load on Gabriel. Gabriel. Wrong boss. Misidentified the boss. Start again. You can also get a load on old Anakin in the same way, but you would have to do it through that hole there, and it's obviously a longer range shot, but they'll all count as well. And I think it'll be this one that I'll be coming back for the 77 snipers, but let's get the gap ones done first. Like, I think that's a... Oh, if I can hit it. Nope. Nope. Not today. Yeah, that's a gap shot. And that's a sniper as well. You stick incursions up there. Happy days. Let's get all of Anakin's minions out of there. Nope. Trying to go for the multiple ones. One of the other ones that we can do as well that makes gap shots quite easy. It's this one. Now those are all gap shots. Whether they all count as a single gap shot, I couldn't tell you. So, because it does ask for individual gap shots. So that's what we should really be trying. As I think I said previously, setting up incursions all the way over there. Those will count as sniper shots. If you can land them up there, that will count as a sniper shot as well. Yes, they're incursions, but it's the distance from the player when they explode that it registers as the distance that you've done. Spicy little gap shots up there. So there's a sniper. I think we covered this last time we were playing. The one thing that I would say is don't do, I'm obviously a really bad example, but don't do what I'm doing where you're trying to go for too many things at once, because what you'll have a tendency of doing is not getting any of them, which I could run the risk of. When you are in the early days, you just play. So, gap shot, 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 gap shot. And then we'll get some more out of you. Finish you off. We can probably get some more gap shots like that. But again, as I say, I don't know how many that counts for. I would like to think that it counts as multiples, but I doubt it. Do know we have got to get the oh bless, he stuck around for a while. I'd like to get the one where you don't take any damage on Anakin, so that's one of the ones that we'll be going for as well whilst we're doing other bits and pieces. So tell us then, Kim, what were you shooting for on Incursion to get you 77 snipers? Were you just killing things at long range and then popping the duplicates, I assume? Ooh, sniper kill on an orphan. And another sniper kill. Let's get some more out of you. Yeah, I think... let's not let you through, eh? I would like to think that most of you that are going for these things could make that gap shot. It's one way that you can definitely make a heck of a lot of gap shots. It's one way you can definitely make a hell of a lot of gap shots through that. Let's take some more incursions. Because I think... now we need sniper elite headshots, don't we? Sniper elite headshot, as I think I covered last time, is the shots at those ranges, but headshots. Now, I wouldn't do that with normal arrows. The fact that that counts as a sniper elite headshot is all you need to know. So you just wait for them to be at that extreme distance, and then it's just a matter of... it's as much feel as it is practice. It's kind of like when you're trying to score headshots on Gabriel with Tempest. Feels like you have to aim off more than you should. Same deal here. No, that's not going to work. Let's just make sure we don't get overwhelmed. Juicy gap shots. Let's make sure we bring them down as well. Oh no! No Tempests. Oh well. The one to go for whilst you're trying to get the don't get hit. Problem with buying ×2s. The one to go for, or the easiest one to go for whilst you're trying not to get hit, is the sniper achievement. Because you have to deal with everything at such a massive range that nothing's going to get close to the portal anyway. Or it shouldn't. Or rather, you shouldn't let it. Well, that was spicy. Come on, Anakin. I want my achievement. See as well. So that should be it. Now we're going for kudos. Oh, well, there goes that achievement. Damn it! And that's why you don't go for multiple at a time. There is... don't know how much more we can get out of this one, to be honest with you. I'm only taking a knee there to open up the distance on the gap shots, just so I can rein in plenty. What did we get? Loophole shooter, divine sight, loophole shooter. So that's what we were after, loophole shooter 3. So, done here. I have to have a think on the sniper one, because the last time I did it do it on Anakin. So, what else we got? Which one was... What's Sean talking about? Summoner's Rage, 33 enemies cloned. That we should be able to get all levels of. At least 33 enemies cloned, yep. Kill all enemies in a win and run. That one's quite difficult if you do it in combination with that one. Don't hit enemies past 3 holy ground. That one's... if you're playing the level right, that one's not too bad. Survive 15 waves. Does it tell us which ones we got? Siege Royale, Summoner's Choice. Kill Anakin with an ambush. Okay, that one, we could have got that one. Use 4 different special arrows, we can get that one anytime. Hit an enemy with a blast. This one can be a pain in the arse, I've found. I'll show you a better, or probably the best level for that. Complete the game without spending any gold. But the whole shop's inventory at once. Where is the one? Maybe I haven't got it yet. Kill 15 enemies with elite sniper headshots. Bring salvation 10 orphans. Bats. 3 quick waves. Okay, well let's get that one done. Impossible Swiftness 2. Let me show you how to get a quick wave. I would have said the easiest one for quick waves is probably... yeah, probably Saints Approach. A quick wave. I'd love to tell you the exact timings on what exactly... oh, no. Oh, no. This is what happens when you don't prep, people. 2 seconds. Didn't put my screen timer off. There we go. Right. Sorry guys, I've missed loads there because I didn't put my screensaver thing on. Couldn't get sniper elites with Tempest, so I had to do them with no arrows. I don't think you're allowed to do 3 quick waves on easy difficulty. I think it's another one of the normal ones. You would be right if it doesn't say that, yeah, on normal. So, quick waves. I'll go through the questions. Sorry, I couldn't hear you guys then because my screen timer timed out. So, quick wave, easiest way to do that. As soon as you see things, wang arrows in their general direction. Quick wave. Grab Tempests as well, if money provides. Just so that you can hit those long-range headshots again, those long-range shots again. Oh, come on now. Trixie won that one. Any more for any more? I can hear you. Oh, there they are. Long range. So you'll see, again, I'm not going for accuracy. I'm going for arrows down range. Because sat there trying to aim something isn't as effective, in my opinion. Not for this. Yeah. Yeah, you've got to take them out fast. Come on then. Oh, whoa. Don't do the slow time side of things when you are trying to do this either. Keep your finger off of slow time, wang arrows in general direction of enemy, especially at those longer ranges, to try and kill them as quickly as possible. Why didn't I get it then? See, there you go. Wasn't quick enough. Is it 3 in succession as well? Say that again, K2. Can you not... It's been a while. Can you not wang arrows? Do you have to be accurate as well? That shouldn't be the... I just don't think I was very quick then. Right, he's dead. I didn't think that mattered. That shouldn't be the... Really? I thought it was about speed. Really? I tell you what, I've never looked into it. Well done, K2. Let's restart that again and be accurate then in that case. Boo! Well, that makes that achievement a lot harder. Let's try that again. But yeah, as Norb was saying, you want to be getting these early as well. Get your quick waves in early. See, the thing is, as an achievement, that is really shit because that's very misleading. That's very misleading. It's been a while. Yeah, the problem with that... Well, I'm glad you said that, KT, because I didn't even realise that that was a thing. I don't even know if that's changed. I don't know what accuracy is, not on this mode. I know what accuracy is when it's all close. Yeah, that's a bit shit, because that, for me, is not what a quick wave should be about. A quick wave should be about killing them at huge distances. And to do that, you wang arrows. We're gonna have to work that out then. So I missed 3 arrows there. Testing. Well, let's get the achievement first. Miss one. Ambitious. 2. That's 3. See, I missed 3 arrows there. I mean, that wasn't particularly quick. So maybe it's you can only miss a couple, literally only miss a couple. That's redonkulous. Okay, let's not miss too many then. I wonder if that's changed, because I remember this being one of the easier ones to get, if I'm honest. Ha! What a great Tempest shot. So technically now, I should not be able to get Quick Wave. No matter how quick I get, which is a bit... That seems a bit silly of an achievement. How very misleading of them. Well, we definitely need one more Quick Wave, so let's see how long we can leave it. Going for all the shots that I would never go for if playing normally, playing properly. Like... I wonder if that's bugged, because I don't see... Well, we've got 2. Let's find a... Let's find a wave that we can get them on. Rubbish. Yeah, I never remember it. But then this is the other problem that I've got as well, is I do not remember a lot of this whole Siege of Heaven side of things, because it has been so long. Seven. I wonder if we can force it. Because incursions, that would make wave 5 a good one, actually. Then incursions would be the pick of the day, I would imagine. Oh. So technically, now I can't get this achievement anymore. Yeah, incursions will definitely be the... I mean, Tempests are all well and good, but incursions allow you to get kills in areas where you wouldn't normally be able to. I wonder if it gives you more grace later on. That had loads of misses. That was not quick. The fuck? So impossible swiftness. Does this have a level 3? I assume it does. Let's assume it does. So that was wave 8. But as I say, that wasn't particularly quick. I didn't think it was particularly quick. Plus I also want to be doing this in a manner that can be replicated, and I think anybody can wang a load of arrows down range and get hits doing it accurately. That's the kicker. Yeah, I'd go as far as to say that that's I mean, there are some things that are misworded in this game. Damn it. See, that wasn't... Right, hang on, because I didn't see Restless Tranquilizer. What was Restless Tranquilizer? Which achievement was it? I didn't see it in my list, ergo I might not be able to get it yet. Describe to me what I have to do. Oh, okay. Like, I would have said, at this point, surely I've missed way too many shots. So there isn't a chance that I could get a quick wave. Bugged! I think. But then, if it is down to accuracy, Rage wouldn't be that great a thing as far as quick waves are concerned. But I was trying to... I suppose this can be a demonstration of how you can do it if you are comfortable. But I'm trying to do it in a fashion that can be replicated by... most. Ooh, handshot. Ooh. Like, I would never expect anybody to make these long shots. Hell, I don't expect to make them half the time. Especially not headshots. How many? Well, that's 5. I wonder if there's... Well, that's 5. No, that's... No, I've already got... I got the 3. Then I got the 5. So maybe it just stops at that. Let's do another 2 just in case, because I guarantee you... Well, there's another one. That's our orphans done. There is one for killing bats as well. Golden bats, that is. Well, to be fair, I don't know. Because it doesn't seem like... it seems like sometimes accuracy is an issue, and sometimes it is not. So it may be dependent on the wave. I'd like to say that this is the best thing to do is to do it in the early waves. But it looks like the very early waves, you can definitely get it quite easily. The middle waves, you struggle. And then it looks... What the hell's going on with my tracking? Looks like... the later waves give you more leeway. Well, that's 6. Let's do one more just to make sure there isn't a... I don't think there's 7 quick waves in a... No. Yep. I suppose Sean is right. We should be collecting these along the way. That would be a shot worth taking. If I was in combo. Although you'd want more than just one night headshot. So that's on this. This is on the scoring front side of things, not so much on the achievement side of things. The difference between being in combo and not in combo, i.e. having killed just one thing. I can't remember if I've got that one. The difference between killing just one thing before you make your money shot or bingo shot or big shot or whatever you want to call it, the Tempest shot through there, just being in combo with one other enemy before you strike it doubles the amounts of points that you will get. God, busy tonight, isn't it? Must be kicking out time. Why not? But yeah, that's more on a points basis. That's definitely one thing that I couldn't fathom in the early days as to why you could pull off some absolutely brilliant... See, that wasn't a quick wave. Possible swiftness 2. Let's say we've got them. Let's say we've got them all, and we don't need any more. Famous last words. Right. More orphans. Kill more orphans. Easy. Elite headshots. Double gap shots. That one we can show off. Bats, multi-kills, 20 exploding heads with gap shots, 20 skeletons. I swear they've changed some of these, you know. Skeletons with sniper shots. Complete the game in normal 10 times. Ugh. Kill Anakin with a headshot 22 times. Ugh. Kill 20 golden bats, 6 summoners. Weak spot. Scream having at least a combo of 10. That one can be quite difficult, but you can do it one after the other. That one can technically be done in easy as well. However, you might find it harder to do that in easy because you wouldn't have enough enemies to stack up a big combo. Multi, headshot, 10 screamers in one run. That can be done with Tempest. Survive 15 waves without any enemies passing through the portal. Oh, we haven't even done that yet on any of them. On that one, on that one. Score 2 unique gap shots in one run. Extravagance. Don't spend any money. 4 different special arrows. I wonder if we've already got the one that... Let's have a quick look and see what we've got. Must already have it. Tranquilizer, wasn't it? Relentless Tranquilizer, there we are. Kill 100 enraged enemies. I don't know when we got that, but we got it. Oh, I know when we'll have got that. We'll have got that when I was at the, like, kind of... Was it the after party bit? No, I think I switched profile then. Maybe it was. Can't remember. But we would have got a lot of those when... yeah, because I switched profile. We would have got a lot of those when I was showing you guys how to get the big points on Anakin. Because you ring the bell then fire the Tempest through that. So that one's done. Let's get some double gap shots. Let me have a quick look at what was put earlier as well, because I'm sure people were struggling with certain ones. Let's have a look. The levels. Plus incursion. I think the last person that I remember saying something was the sniper one, which was from Keith, I think. There's lots of double gap shots on Siege Royale, and it involves a lot of spinning. This is actually a really good level. I wish I had more incentive to play it more. The massive problem with this level as far as scoring is concerned, I haven't mentioned it previously. It's a beautiful level, it's a great concept. The problem is there are 10. Oh, yeah, sorry Vega. Yep. Yeah, I'll get onto that one a little bit later on. Now, those are shots I wouldn't normally go for. Yes, that I can show off as well. That one I can show off as well. That quick wave one, the quick wave one seems oh, you better believe you can. I do it all the time. Still. Oh, I haven't got a Tempest. There was our double gap. Oh, we can still get it, I guess. Well, he says. Oh, we can still get it. Yeah, there it is. So that's one. Let's just get these a second. Oh, fifth wave. Yes. Hey, I wanted to get people's scores up during the tournament. It seemed... I mean, it's not an easy shot. Hello, Travis. It does require a lot of setup. But that's another double gap shot. There's one over there as well. We've got that one already. And there's one over there. So we should be able to get 4 in one run. Tempest headshots. I'll show that off as best I can in a minute, hopefully. See if I can set up my my little patented shots. I hate having to try and get headshots on bats. It's so bad. So what's this, wave 4? So we want wave 5 for an easy double gap shot that's up there if you have Tempest. This one's usually quite easy to, an easier one to farm Cupids because they usually go in quite a nice direction. No, it's difficult in the main game, let alone in this. But I think I can possibly help with that, as I say, by doing what I'm going to show you in just a moment. Ah, you bugger. Don't know if I can get the... Bugger. Don't know if I can get the don't lose any life at this stage yet. Oh, see how much I'm trying to lead these Cupids as well. I know I'm failing quite miserably on that front at the moment. Ah, we haven't got the incursions for it. Oh, yes, we have. We've got one. That's not enough. But it doesn't matter because we're not trying to put the full point bag together. But what I want... So, that shot up there is worth a lot of points. Basically, a load of guys come out of there. We want to double gap shot them by waiting for them to go through this bit here. One of the ways that you can make that easier is by putting a Hand of God up there before it starts. Now, that will get you a lot of points. What gets you even more points is killing something before you take that shot. And if you can take that shot and then take the next one, happy days, because usually some enemies come out of here. What I like to do is put that... that's probably a bit long. Put one of those. I'd like to have multiple, and you put several on there. Incursions are probably the more difficult arrows to aim, along with cataclysms, but you wouldn't be aiming those anyway. Reason being is because they're considered a heavy arrow, so the arc is different. One of my, I think the top tip that I've mentioned previously is if I wanted an arrow up there, I would keep firing arrows, a Hand of God in this circumstance, keep firing arrows until I'm pretty sure I've got the line of the shot. Then I would switch to get it into there. Now hopefully that'll go off, which it did. And then we'll have to do that one there. That one there. Damn it. With the Tempest side of things, you'll see, again, it's like aiming off. That was the worst I've ever done on my 5. But again, didn't have the setup, didn't have the resources, but we got one of them, and it was a double gap shot, which is what we needed. One of the things that I will say with Tempests is, so there is actually quite a big thing with Tempests and getting the headshots, and the difference between why you're not getting headshots and them just counting as body shots, and it's because of angle of enemy and weird hitboxes. So we all know why, we don't know why, we all know how, or we've all done it, where you fire Tempest shots into a Banshee on Paradise Lost and she absorbs the hit. Now she's not actually absorbing the hit, her staff is. Hang on, say that. Let me just listen to that again. Is ring the damage or the center? The ring. Okay, hang on. I'll finish the Banshee thing, and then I'll talk about how to fire your Tempests, or the best way to do it. When you hit a Banshee, because I've said it on multiple occasions that when you fire, you've got to imagine that you are firing that arrow and that it has like almost you're firing a circle out, or you're firing a ring out, if that's what you were talking about there. I usually say circle. firing a circle out towards the enemy. The thing is, I say it as a circle so that you can use the arrow. It's more like firing out a cone. And as that cone gets further, so think of the circle side of things, but then as that cone gets further away from you, it gets smaller as well. Now, the reason why you can't kill or can really struggle to kill a Banshee with Tempests is because their staff in their character model is, when they've got it planted at the floor, is the furthest forward thing of them. And so the Tempest does its damage to the staff, but not the Banshee. So the staff absorbs it. It's basically the same principle as if you had a shield up and the Tempest, even if the Tempest went through you, it would hit your shield first and then wouldn't do any damage to you, even though it's supposed to be like a rail shot. It will do one hit on each enemy in a line, but as we've probably seen, if you have a line of them and the Banshee is in the middle, it will strike her staff. That will count as the hit and then will continue going through. It won't strike the staff and the Banshee. And yeah, as far as by ring, you mean like what I talk about, firing circles? Is that what you mean by ring? I assume that's what you mean by ring. So we've got the double gap shot up there that we wanted. There's another one coming up over here. We've got that one. There's one over there as well, but I don't know if we've missed that one. We shall see. Is he coming down there? Yes. That's another one. So that's 3 out of the 4 unique headshots that we can get. See, the thing is, even though I explain it along those lines, Al, don't get me wrong, it is still a finicky shot. Again, it's part of what I consider the whole RNG. The amount of times that I have been all done, dusted, sorted, and ready to take my bingo shot, or my money shot, or whatever you want to call it, with a Tempest, and it doesn't hit the heads, even though I've tried to aim high and skim the enemies. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Now, the reason why, for any, I'll get to that in a minute, because this is good. The reason why I think it does that is I think when you are firing into a crowd, it registers the first hit and then puts those corresponding hits on everything behind it, providing they're in a similar sort of line. Long story short, when I do my bingo shot, or my money shot, or the whatever you want to call it, do you need to kill some screamers? That's the guy that we want, that knight. Now we are going to have to get a Tempest headshot on him. Oh, there's actually no, we'll just have him instead. So that's our last double gap shot. Do try and do those Tempest double gap shots on abominations, because then you don't have to hope for or get the headshot for the kill. So that's our 4 double gaps. So just to review that, 1 there, 1 up there, 1 back there, and then 1, 2, yeah, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 back there. Skeletons are probably one of the freshest kind of hells to get. Sniper elite, or it was sniper shots on skeletons, wasn't it? But again, incursion is definitely our friend here. So it's the clicks. The clicks are good. Yeah, I find myself returning to a lot of games when achievements come along in new updates or more clicks. IDU's the only one where I miss them, hence why I do these videos. Let's do one more. Why do I enjoy this? I enjoy I think it's the risk-reward factor of... Oh, no, not the... Is it risk-reward, though? Because if you're playing risky, that's not really the way to play. It's... I don't know. It's definitely getting those big scores, and as the boys have said, like, lining everything up for those big shots to score huge. And seeing all those numbers pop off and it being worth it. It's also very frustrating and a very difficult mode, which I think is part of the reason why it never... I mean, I want it to take off, but... It's just... I mean, it's a little bit different for me, I suppose, because this was in Death Unchained for me when I first started. It was all about this mode. Although I really wanted to like the main mode, as I think I said to the lot of you, when I first started playing this, I wasn't a fan. And I think that was because I couldn't pick it up straight away, like I had been able to other VR games, and be adequate or feel adequate at it. I felt like I was constantly on the back foot. Then I learnt that actually, whilst you're learning to play this game, you're supposed to feel like that. Yes, the probably one of the most soul-crushing features of the entire fucking game, that is. Getting everything right and then fucking it up. It's... I think... It's... No, I think it's... I mean, I play the... To be fair, obviously a lot of what I do on the channel affects what I play, and because a lot of people don't really play and aren't really interested in Siege, I suppose my interest has waned a little bit on it as well. I'll do like Elite Jonathan does, JJ does, and just do enough to put a decent score in. I suppose there's the other element as well is, well, Beanie used to play this loads, and we used to play it, and it used to be a good laugh, like going at each other on the leaderboards and stuff like that. And you know, he's got this job now, and I'm doing this, so when yes. Yeah, this is where I learn. My accuracy went up tenfold playing this mode with the bow, and in addition to, I better take some of these because I'm on for a don't get hit run. I should try really. Slow time, abuse of the slow time mechanic, and as I think I said, the reason why I started doing slow time in this mode is because I kept on getting dicked over with swapping arrows, and for a while I tried to be the guy who swaps his arrows like this, and it just doesn't fucking work. It's probably a feature that they can take out of the game, because I can't think of a time when it is useful. Because I can swap and fire an arrow a lot quicker with using slow time and doing it, or rather it would appear to the enemies a lot quicker. Well, I'm kind of doing it now. Yeah, I tried playing the original the other day, and it shows up perfectly on my PC monitor. Yeah, in the headset it is muddy as fuck. So I might have to have a rethink of showing the original in depth off till some point in the future when I get a little bit more of an upgraded and beefier PC. Because at the moment, I think I have to run it on, well, Virtual Desktop describes my PC as a potato. So that's a thing. And to be fair with what I'm doing editing-wise, I think that might be the case as well. No, it's, again, though, I told you. I made a point of saying to you, get good, get out on Siege of Heaven. As I said, this is where I started. So you see I'm abusing slow time here to make sure I get all the enemies. Just by doing slow time shooting. And because especially more than any other level, this one is very important for it. Holding slow time to look around and take stock of your situation. Where do you think my IDU glance comes from? It's from this mode. Although I'm doing it here for completely different reasons. The scoring side of things as opposed to the danger side of things. But I suppose it is because you are doing it, like, as far as slow time is concerned in Siege of Heaven, you should be using, if you are playing to score or you're playing to get particular achievements, you should be, when you are not firing an arrow, you should be using slow time. It is a more version, but yeah. I mean, if we could have the sound effects. If we could have the sound effects from Duck Hunt, that'd be great. The one thing that I will say about Siege of Heaven is it does, as I've covered previously, I think, I consider myself, in real life, a extremely patient person. Whereas in game, I don't know, you guys have seen me play. So I don't consider myself, and it's quite a revelation to me that I'm not as patient in games as I am in life, because I find, patience is one of my greatest assets, or so I think. And then to not be able to exercise that as well in a game, and then I kind of step back and give myself a break and think, well, hang on a second, you do it all the time, and you're on a game to, enjoy yourself, so you shouldn't have to exercise the patience side of things. So maybe that's it. But this game has definitely taught me a lot of patience within the game. I think the other one that I like as well about this, but it's not something that I'm doing, is as you are getting the combos, the music crescendoing. I do enjoy that. There's something that sets you on edge when the music gets going, when you're getting that big combo together. It's that little dopamine hit of, oh, it's getting good, oh, it's getting better. And then, yeah. And you get that climax out of the bingo shot when you're on full decent combo. As I said, I'm not doing a good job of showing this off and how you're supposed to play it. That may be another stream. I think the other thing as well is I find to put a decent total score in for this now, with the amount of maps there are, would take me as many hours, probably more than a full run. Probably a lot more, probably the same amount of hours as 2 runs. I was talking to, I can't remember who it was, I think I was talking to Beanie about it not so long ago. And there was a time... No! Oh, we'll get it. We'll get this cleared. Yeah, don't start with the 360 map, Cam. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, but that's what it is. That's the grind. That's the grind. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's just a timing thing. As long as you are hitting the knight, body shot wise, that's fine. But it's when you bust your combo when you hit the body shot. So basically, a body shot does not count as a kill for the, or it doesn't count as a what's the way to stay in combo. You have to be getting kills, not hits. Hits will allow you to continue within combo, but they won't continue it, if that makes sense. Could try and find an example here. Non-killing body shots, that is. No, I'm not going to be able to find an example because nothing can take enough hits at the moment. But there's you can kind of milk points out of enemies a little bit more by doing it that way. But from the, if I remember rightly, the testing that JJ did said that you were better off trying to hit the headshot first time because you would get the full amount of points from it. I'll demonstrate. Nobody likes a quitter, Cam. So that was a good example there with the Screamer. I put 3 body shots into him. During the time that I put those 3 body shots into them will have probably ended the timing that I had for my combo. Because I was abusing slow time between those shots, it probably didn't. But if I went headshot, body shot, and, well, it wouldn't have mattered. If I get the kill on him, notice how that body shot will have started my combo. That will not continue it. That will not continue it. And the combo is over by the time the last body shot goes in. 14. Well, we do need to get this one completed at least. And I think completing 10 waves was another one. So what I think the reason why I don't play this as much anymore, one of the reasons I was alluding to is the amount of time that it can take for, not mastery, I'm not a master of this mode by any stretch of the imagination. Yes, I can hit big scores if the stars align for me. Well, there's leaderboard. What's the reward for the grind in the main game, Cam? Because I think you'll find it's legend points just the same as here. At the stage that we're at, anyway, if you've got all of your achievements. That's why I would come here, but as I said, so normally what my season would consist of, because this is probably worth talking about as well, how I go about doing things. Yeah, the pace is kind of dictated to you. So when I start a season, the first thing that I do, when I start a brand new season, the first thing that I do is I jump straight on the crossbow and I put my crossbow running. The reason being is because I will usually have had a bit of a break between... Damn. Well, there's plenty of people that haven't got X amount of millions on certain maps. Hell, maybe there's some breakable strategies in here for you to find. There isn't. Oh, there's one or two, but they're nothing. They're nothing groundbreaking. And the problem is they require sometimes a ridiculous amount of accuracy to pull off. And then it's like, well, if that isn't repeatable, is it that good? And the answer to that question is usually no. Nah. I wish it was more popular. I know why it's not. Ooh, that's a good headshot. We need kills on these, don't we? Probably. But yeah, at this point, we're just waiting to get this wave done. Or looking at getting this wave finished, rather. And we're getting things towards various achievements. Bats and such. Well, see, the one thing that I will say, Cam, is it depends on how many legend points you want. There's a lot more. There's a lot more legend. Damn it! There's a lot more legend points available across all of the Siege of Heaven stuff than there is in a crossbow run or a main run. That is not the score I got. That's a bad score as well. This one, as I said, is very difficult to score. So that's all of our double gap shots there. And I got just the survive. What, you don't think Siege of Heaven is difficult? There are, yeah, it is very much an each to their own scenario. I mean, one of the things that you got to remember is Cam is a crossbow guy, not a bow guy, so it's very difficult for him to gain interest in something that is exclusively bow. I wonder if he would be interested in it if we put the crossbow in, because he's accurate with the crossbow. I don't think the crossbow would work in this mode, but I don't see why they don't put it in, just so that people can have another leaderboard to go in. But on the legend point front, there is a lot more legend points available across all of these little bits and pieces. Each one of those is its own little scoreboard. Plus there's the total across all of them. Plus there's the actual total on each of them. Well, yeah, exactly. It is. No, I think the problem is with Siege of Heaven is that Siege of Heaven requires a different kind of gameplay style than the main game, and people who can play the main game can't necessarily come across and play Siege of Heaven straight away. No, I totally agree. Get the crossbow into Siege of Heaven. I don't think it would work, but I use the crossbow differently to you. I don't go for accuracy as much as, or my accuracy isn't quite as good as. But then that's the big thing. People who play the main game can't just come straight across and play Siege of Heaven, whereas people who played Siege of Heaven can go straight across and play the main game. Because you get all the tools that you need almost for the main game through Siege of Heaven. Or a lot of them at the very least. Yeah, I'd be interested to see you play this with the crossbow. Hell, I'd like to have a go, but the problem is I would probably get quite frustrated with the crossbow on this because I think I would find it very difficult to hit headshots with the crossbow in this mode. So, headshot 10 screamers in one run, that is difficult. 33 sniper shots. We wanted, what's the achievement that we can get for elite? That one. Kill 15 enemies with sniper elite headshots from really far away. And that is a very important achievement, because once you get that hit radius, you're more likely to get a headshot out of it as well. Which one would be best? I think we would be best going for... Let's get back on Saints. Now, one of the things that you can do if you are hunting sniping shots and you're looking for more opportunities, is this going to be the best one? No, I don't think it is. The other problem, I'll tell you right away, the other problem with Siege of Heaven, I'm part of the problem. Lots of the top players are part of the problem. People look at that and go, what the fuck? Even I look at this as somebody who can play Siege of Heaven and score reasonably well. And I look at this and I think, what the fuck? I've got to do all, and you've got to do it across multiple levels, multiple millions. You've got to have good runs. And as I was saying previously, we're going to go back onto Anakin's because there's a lot there for us, basically. As I was saying previously, when I start a new season, straight in the hand. When I start a new season, I start with my crossbow run. The reason being is because then I can bring my bow up to standard with Siege of Heaven, the transition from crossbow to bow, because I have that problem as well. I can bring my bow game back up to standard once the crossbow game is out of the equation. Then I do combinations of main game and Siege. But now I will probably change that next season, because I have got reason to constantly switch. Oh, piss. I've constantly got reason now to swap between Siege of Heaven and main game with the sigils. So I'm constantly going back and forward, getting different skills and different scores and doing different things. Like the way that I play Fletcher is different to the way that I play Runner, which is different to the way I play Purist. And yeah, so, but yeah, as I say, the scores is a big problem on the leaderboard. Here's a good reason why. The other thing as well, again, you can get a decent score out of the main game without having all of the achievements. You don't need them all. I think it's a good idea, as I've said in previous videos, that you should go through 100% of the achievements at least once, because it all builds up. It all builds up the skills, getting all of those things, whether you need them or not. Here is an example of why you must have 100%, or you really should. You're not doing yourself a favour. I didn't score particularly well in that wave. I did miss a shot. I'm short on gold for Tempest. Now, if I had 100% achievements in this mode, I don't even think you need to hit a single shot, and you can still buy the first times 3. I think the other big thing as well is this is very different to the formula that people love of the main game. I think my favourite part about the main game is, well, it's very Dark Soulsy, I suppose. And by that I don't mean fucking difficult. It is a difficult game. But when I say Dark Soulsy, what I mean... When I say Dark Soulsy, what I usually mean is that there is going to be a lot of death, but you can learn from it. Oh, is that the Hail of Arrows and Hellfire Arrows side of things? Because, yeah, thinking on, that would line up with what I said score-wise with what I was doing on Anakin, because a lot of the time I was trying to stay far away from him with the bow. Hello, Beanie. Most appreciated, my dude. Yeah, I'd like to see that one, because again, that was at a time when I was using it and probably didn't realise what... I thought I had a good handle of what I was doing within said tournament. Do we need these? Ballsack. But yeah, the whole Dark Soulsy thing. I think we're done with ambushes. Yeah, we're definitely done with ambushes. Woo. Yes. Yeah. It's a pain at the best of times. Yeah, that's... I think the quick wave thing is definitely bugged. I don't remember it being that difficult. Yeah, I don't remember it being that difficult, but what it seems is there is something tied toward accuracy on quick wave. Like, I remember when I did the quick wave side of things, I just blasted everything fast as fuck. And happy days, it all went smoothly. Whereas when I was just trying it now, on some waves, it was almost like you weren't allowed to get a quick wave. So I don't know why. And there was ones that I knew I wouldn't get it because I was doing it too slow, and it gave a quick wave. There was some that I did very fast, doing all the long-range shooting and slapping things at distance, and it wasn't having any of it. So I think there's something up with it. But then I would have thought people would have reported it by now. But then people don't really play Siege of Heaven. So there you go. No worries, Cam. When is it that you're on? Is it tomorrow? I haven't looked at the dates. Remember it was 13th or something along those lines. Yeah, don't give Beanie any work. He's in and out. He just wants to come in, say hi and fuck off. He doesn't want to have to give bug reports. So, what are we going for here? We wanted Tempest Elite headshots. Elite Sniper headshots. Okay. Rubbish. I would have thought if they can do that, they already would have. So I think that might be another one of those features. But then I suppose, yeah, they did turn off slow time technically. So I don't know, maybe. For those of you who don't know, what he's talking about is whilst you have an arrow, or what I was talking about, whilst you have an arrow drawn, if you press, work with both? Yeah. The X or the A button, you can scroll through your arrows. But it's not that simple, is it, Beanie? You know it just as well. You know, you have pain with this. I've heard you do it when you are slow shooting so fast, and the controllers can't keep up. Hey, there's a sniper elite there. So that felt like I was aiming too high, but that was bang on. That was what we needed. that crescendo music. Oh, let's see if we can get one of those. Not supposed to be scoring. Stop it. Supposed to be doing other things. Then, and again, another, I don't know, criticism, maybe, of Siege of Heaven is I'm trying to do a stream to show you how to get the achievements. Yeah, I think they would have. I'm trying to do a stream to show off how to get achievements easily in this game. And even I'm aware of the fact that a lot of these shots that I'm making are not easy. So, for your sniper elite shots, try and get ones that are coming towards you. That was the shot, but I should have taken that a little bit sooner. Try and get ones that are either coming towards you or... what's the best way to describe it? Coming towards you or coming at you at a slight angle. Ones that are going left to right on a lot of levels, you have the problem of, I think, the actual Tempest shot hitting the shoulders and not the head. Ooh. That wasn't long. Knowing what... Nice one, cheers, Beanie. Oh, Beanie, if you're still here, before you go, how much can I talk about the tournament-y stuff? Like, how much do I have to keep quiet? I wouldn't want to let any cats out of any bags now. To be fair, I don't know that much about it. Still don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing in it, if I'm honest. I think I'm competing. But yeah, this is like... So this is, again, as I was saying before, Beanie was doing his goodbyes. I'm trying to show off how to get achievements in this, and I am hyper aware of the fact that a lot of what I'm doing Oh, okay then. Hello, Tiff. Yeah, but this is like it's community management side of things, isn't it? It isn't like super top secret, super bright stuff, right? As I said, I do know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to do. I do know what I'm doing. But yeah, so again, started saying I'm trying to be hyper aware of the factor of I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of somebody starting from 0%. And a lot of these shots that you have to make, or a lot of the shots that I'm going for, people that are starting off at 0% might not be capable of. As you progress through this mode, you will level up your skill to be capable of the bits and pieces that you will need. To be honest with you, I think Siege is probably a better marker of how good you are getting at the game than even the main game achievements are. Because a lot of the achievements in Siege of Heaven are a lot more difficult than the main game ones. A lot of the main game ones, unfortunately, I hate to say it, are just inevitable. You will get them as long as you keep playing. You cannot say the same about Siege. Definitely not. And yeah, the reason why I don't play it as much anymore, as I said, is I leave this till last. And maybe I shouldn't. Well, that's one of the shots that we need. See, even I'm not getting them. And that was leading well off as well. Thought that would be enough. If you put a proper effort in... I mean, yeah, you... Well, I would imagine so. I thought, to be fair, to be genuinely honest, I thought they would have announced the season end before now. Because, as I said, historically, it's when Beanie starts putting big scores up on the scoreboard. And, no, historically, we usually get a couple of weeks. Oh, I thought you were talking about 100% in Siege. We're talking Siege, Tiff. Keep up. Jesus. No, well, I mean, you know, can you get past Cycle 12? Just saying. I'm 100%. I can get past Cycle 12. Just saying. Just saying. I don't know. I think there's a lot of lessons that can be learned. You've been playing it long enough now, Tiff, that the lessons that are there are probably not needed for you. But as a new start, I would like to think that getting to 100% should not only show you that you've made it, but it's a good marker. It's a good milestone. Don't know what I'm going for here. Good scoring. It's because the music started kicking in. No! Missed one. Tell me off if I start doing that, because that's no good to somebody who's trying to get all the achievements doing stupid shit like that. I was feeling it though. Feeling it. No, those ones won't count. Oh, never mind. Might get some free skeleton sniper shots out of those incursions, I should think. How many more we've got left? 3 waves. Let's get these over quick because we need to get completions on these ones. See, a lot of this is how, if anybody is interested as well, getting the quickest time on the leaderboard for the various levels. The way to do it is, as I was showing you how to try and get the quick wave side of things, long headshots, wang them out there, heat fire him, kill everything as quickly as possible. Yep, that's good. Something, as I said, like me being part of the problem on Siege as well. Because I can put up some decent scores if I have a mind to it, but I try not to at the very beginning of the season, to try and encourage people to do what happened with me and Beanie and For the Right and so on when we first started. But what I'm finding in the recent seasons is somebody who can play the game always comes along and puts up ridiculous scores. And I think it just puts everybody off, if I'm honest, which, you know, I've talked with the best about it. Oh, there's a couple of skeleton ones. And it's like, you know, well, do we want to pander to people? And it's like, well, I don't know, do you want your game mode to become popular? Maybe you should pander a little bit. But the arguments are quite right. You know, if people are going to play the game, do they want to play it because they can do well and then get their score completely smacked off the face of the board? Or not play at all? Seems to be the case. Try and do a little bit more of these elite sniper shots. There's a couple. Aiming quite high again. Oh. Anything for a Cupid? Anything for a Cupid? Got him! I think there's one for not getting damage on these. I suppose the other thing as well with Siege for me, part of the reason why I enjoy it, is another reason why I think I enjoy it is because when you are scoring well on this, you need to exercise a level of precision and accuracy that you don't need in the main game. There is no penalty. Well, there's Fletcher now, which again is another reason why I like Fletcher. There is no... oh yeah, well done, Fagan. Very good. There is no penalty for misses in the main game. Yeah. Oh, I haven't... There's me grabbing for Tempest. I haven't even got any. Oh, now I have. It's one of the reasons why even I know I'm not at the top of the game on Siege anymore. I have definitely been surpassed. It's because I see the likes of RB and Jarek playing, and whereas I always use a Tempest whilst I'm doing the whole comboing thing, I always use Tempests on Orphans because those are shots that I don't want to have to try and hit. They're fucking tiny. But yeah, precision and accuracy and not having to worry about missing arrow. Precision and accuracy and having to worry about hitting all of your shots to score well. But again, going back to the whole styles of play, main game you can learn every time you die. There's a really good fucking reason for it. Well, you wouldn't try and get them together, would be my first piece of advice. But for multi-kills, I'll have a think, because that's one of the ones we have to go for next. To be fair, multi-kills, maybe? Worst cataclysm ever. Maybe this level. Got a bit of stutter. Isn't that late, is it? Okay, you dealt with. Yes! Click, 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 click! How many is that? 1? Any enemy passing through the gate on normal? Yay! Kill Anakim lots of times. Multi-kills on knights. 5 more completions. Okay, so we're getting some. But again, it's like the 0% run. The further we go, the less the clicks come. As far as multi-kills are concerned, let's have a think about multi-kills next. And where we're going to go and what the best level for that would be. Saint's Approach is a good level for a lot of things. I think the reason being is because of familiarity. Now, I would argue, I would say Nefarious Invasion is a good one for multi-kills, because as long as a monk points his little beam at an enemy and doubles it up, if you then have a Tempest, a Cataclysm, an Incursion, or whatever, that's 1 guaranteed multi-kill. Because remember, as far as multi-kills are concerned, be there 20 kills within that multi-kill, or 2, it's still only 1 multi-kill. What do we need? We need multi-kills. Let's 10 headshots, screamers, 33 sniper shots in 1 run. It's doable. Buy whole shop. Get a lot of those. Oh, with does it have to be? Oh, this one. Hit an enemy with every blast from every exploding head in 1 run. Yes, Saint's Approach. I think I might have done it in Lost Paradise because I was playing Lost Paradise a lot. It involves doing a lot of slow motion or with Hand of God, and you need to know the waves to get this one. The Every Skull. Yeah, the Every Skull one is fucking difficult. Trying to think what levels I need to do. Exploding heads with gap shots. Okay, that's something that we can aim for whilst we're doing this. Okay, let's give this one a go. So, I would say... Yeah, that's probably a good reason why I shouldn't go through it. I can explain it as we're playing it. We do need to do Lost Passage. Let's go into Lost Passage. Get that back passage. What's battery like? Oh, I've got fucking loads of time. Might actually get this done. Yes. Yeah, so I'll explain it as we go. There's lots of like little tips and tricks that I can give you for making sure you get it. Do not kill the skulls until there's other enemies nearby. They're only, however, on a more serious note, you only actually need to kill 1 enemy. The tricky ones are the later wave ones, where the only enemies that you can potentially hit are knights. What do knights have? A lot of health. So one of the things that you can do is you make sure these skulls are extremely close to your target. You make sure the skull is extremely close to your target, or you put a couple of body shots into the knight to soften it up first. As far as that achievement as well, Hand of God would be the one to absolutely go for. The reason being is because if you hear a skull coming and the enemies are in this sort of area, I'll try and demonstrate whilst we're playing, but if you hear a skull coming and the enemies are in this sort of area, you can drop a Hand of God, slow them down to so you would drop your Hand of God, say, in this area here, so that you can slow enemies that are coming into the skull's kill zone, and then when a lot of the time the skull will appear and you won't have any enemies here. That's when you either have to make incredibly long shots or try and slow things down in this area to give the skull time to arrive. Yeah, it's definitely the way. The ones that the times that I fucked it, I remember were not having the skull close enough to a red knight, because a skull can kill a red knight in one hit, but it has to be extremely close to do so. Someone asked about the whole 4 times. The 4 times does 1.3 or what's that, an extra 30 or 130% extra damage, however you look at it. The 4 times circle gives you 4 times the score, but it does do a little bit more damage, but not 4 times the damage. Definitely not 4 times. It does do quite a lot of extra damage to Anakin on the headshot side of things, but I think you really see it on Anakin because he's got so much health, whereas most other things just go down in one shot. But yeah, normally 1.3, but then we're not concerned about damage, because if you're at the point where you're concerned about how much damage an enemy is taking whilst it's in a holy light, then you should be at the stage where you're making headshots on those, and it doesn't matter how much life an enemy has, a normal enemy, not Anakin. They go down in one headshot regardless, be that white knight, red knight, black knight, skeleton, whatever. They all go down, summoners, they all go down in one headshot regardless of in or out the circle. We will keep that skull one in mind. Woo! Angle. More Tempests, because I think we'll probably need them. Got some Hand of Gods, yes. Yeah, no worries. I don't really want to... I can't remember if I showed it last time or not. This is one of the shots that I've been practicing doing a lot of, hitting those guys. I think I showed it in the last one. Hitting those guys with Hands of God. And you've also seen me in some of what we've done already. Putting Hands of God down during the buy phase, so that we can get the effects of them without having to worry about pegging an enemy. Fuck off. Yeah, we can get the effects out of it without having to worry about hitting an enemy with said Hand of God. And yeah, but that's more of a scoring thing. When do skulls come? If I remember rightly as well, I think the reason why I did the skull one on Paradise Lost is I think there's less skulls. There are a lot of skulls on a lot of waves on Saints Approach. But again, if memory serves, it doesn't often, but if memory serves, I think the reason why I did it on Lost Paradise, it was down to the fact that Lost Paradise was what I was playing for points or score or trying to up something at the time. Do we need those? Can't remember. It's worth, well, it's not really worth the points. I should have killed something before I did that. That right there was the whole reason why I learned how to slow time shoot. What I just did. Still having a Tempest in my hand, even though I definitely 100% definitely switched to a normal arrow, and it kept the Tempest on. And that used to happen to me all the fucking time. Damn it. Which is why I decided to start becoming using slow time a lot. It's a bloody good job I did, because I wouldn't have got very far without it. I think this will be the first one that we have a skull. Also, you know what the sound is of the skull, that cackling laughter. That means that there is a skull on its way. I think it's the cackling. that. Is it laughter? I don't know. Bone rattly laughter thing. That means that there is a skeleton on the way. Or a skull on the way. Down the bottom there. So we'll wait for him to get close to something and end him. Obviously the targets that we want to be going for, yeah, like a burp. I mean, I think it's supposed to be a laugh. Yeah, see, I do feel you on that. I've lost loads of arrows because of them. You know, you feel like you've grabbed the normal arrow and you haven't. I better take them just in case I do need them. Normally I wouldn't buy them, but we've got a decent amount of cash, I suppose. These ones down here, if I remember rightly, are sniper shots. Now, I wouldn't expect you to make those shots, but knowing that anything walking along there is a sniper shot should allow you to hit those shots with, say, Tempests or what have you, and just get easy snipers. Or pile it that bottom row down there. So I would fire your arrow as high as you can so that it just dips under that arch, and then pepper it with incursions. That's a good... Damn it! That's a good way to get snipers. Oh, balls. Well, no perfect way for this one then. But I don't think we completed this one last time, so... Never mind. So... Yeah, it's, so the chittering laughter is skeletons. The burp, I suppose, as K2 says it. I mean, no sniper shot in this is easy, but yeah, it's probably the easier. Do need those headshots. As I say, it is one of the things that I am trying to be reasonably aware of. Do not place, if you are going for exploding skulls. So how many have I done? I've done 2, and we're at wave 8. So that feels, and there should be at least 1 per wave now, I think. I think it might even be wave 8 that there aren't any. Wave 9? Something like that, but we'll count them. I think we've done 2 so far, haven't we? 2, maybe 3. I feel like there's more on Saint's Approach. We'll probably go for a big shot here. Big boy shot. Damn it. Oh, ruined it. Ruined my big boy shot. This should give us all the money we need. Now, I'm going to have to start being clever, because there's skulls on the way. There's one there and there's one right at the back, so we'll drop that there to slow everything. We'll kill that one. Now we just have to hope that he arrives in time. He'll probably bisect this one. So we'll pop a slow time there. Kill that one. Kill that one. Should have got that one. And then get him there. So yeah, you have to do a hell of a lot of planning to make sure that you're getting them on the waves. It's those ones that are the last ones to spawn. Now, yes, they're fast, but you then need to start planting Hands of God in this sort of area to try and catch everything. What did we need? We needed skeleton snipers, not necessarily headshots. But yeah, as I keep on starting as well, the Dark Souls. Oh dear. Well, there's that. There's that over, I think. Boo. Oh, no. Oh, well, could have done it. If I hadn't have put that hog down, I could have killed one with the other, and that would have counted. Oh, would have it only have counted one way, though. There's another. But again, the argument is probably going for too many achievements at the same time. Too many together. We'll have another look at a different one a little bit later. As I said, I'm trying not to get headshot. Oh, well, no, I am trying to get headshots on Cupids, but thankfully we're not getting a lot. No, it wouldn't. I can safely say that because... or can I say... No, I can't safely say that because I would have to go back in at 0% and try it. One of the things I can tell you is a skeleton, a skull, will ruin my scoring. Did he just teleport in from fucking nowhere? Looked like it. We need those. A skull will ruin my scoring on Anakim's advance. And the reason why a skull will do it... Oh, missed that one there as well. The reason why a skull will ruin it is because I could have everything set up, slow time, 4 times, all the good stuff, everything in the circle. And if when I fire my Tempest, it hits the skull first, that will all count as an explosive kill for it. As long as it will, or it'll count as a multi-kill, as long as it hits the skull first. If you had the skull at the front of a pack and hit it with Tempest, yes, you would be fine. I did that in the last one, didn't I? Oh, that might have been in the after party, though. Was it in the after party? I can't remember. Basically, don't combo, so you... I'll show you in a sec. Yeah, I think we've already got it. I did it in the last stream right at the end. But the basic principle is kill what you have to outside of the orange circle and fire a second shot so that you are never in combo. So you kill, out, kill, out, kill, out. So you take your shot and then purposely miss the next one so that you don't risk comboing anything. And then basically kill everything that you can as soon as you see it in an orange circle. It's about as easy as that, if I'm honest. And that's the way that you keep your score negative. The thing is as well, it isn't just keep your score at 0, it's make sure you don't score more than 0. So the reason why I will clarify that is if you build a decent negative score in the early waves, then you are looked after in the later. Oh yeah, it's a pain in the arse achievement, that one. Because again, it is so contradictory. Well, kinda. Because you can't combo in the circle. You can't combo in the circle. Every time you kill something within the circle ends your combo. So you can technically only get single shots. Now what you may be thinking of is doing a combo outside and then making your bingo shot within the circle. The problem with doing that way, I find... Ooh, we'll have you. Why not, eh? The problem I find with doing it that way is you could score more leading up to the bingo shot than you could actually get for the bingo shot. Which is why there is a risk, I feel, with doing it that way. So, put that one down to next to no life, then hit the skull. Again, as I said, if you want to go, as far as the skull side of things is concerned, you want to go through the map at least once or twice so you know where the troublesome skulls are. Because there's skulls that come in with enemies. There's certain waves that will have very troublesome ones right at the end. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, but as I'm saying, that is the other way to do it. You build up a big combo, and then you try and bingo shot an enemy, or as you said, a multi-kill within it, and it'll count your multiplier, but end it with that shot. Need those, so that's another one that we can be getting and working towards. I'll tell you another. I thought of a really good one as well to piss Cam off with why you should play Siege of Heaven. There is a reason why I can keep my arm out straight for 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes at a time and not have to rest all the time. And it is called Siege of Heaven. And that's a really good one, I think. This definitely... It's like most VR games, you know. You get the stamina for playing Beat Saber by playing Beat Saber. You get the stamina for playing Pistol Whip by playing Pistol Whip. You get the stamina for Siege of Heaven by playing Siege of Heaven. Because like the main game, but I find it's even worse. But thankfully in... It's like the main game, but much more... can be much more accentuated in this mode. Is in the main game, I can be knackered, but I'll be at... Oh, you bastard. Yeah, you ball. Go on, fucking tell your friends not to come back then. You can be the survivor. Always make those with Tempest shots. Just trying to quicken things up a little bit. That one was risky. I suppose one of the other strategies to do with that as well, but again is risky, is try not to kill anything unless it's really close. And then as soon as you hear the skull, all attention on that. Be another strategy. But yeah, building up the old stamina in when the combo's going and you are in the depths of it. My arm can be falling off, but you better believe I'm going to try and fucking finish that combo. Whereas at least in the main game, you can kind of kill the thing that you're on, fuck up, fucking run away and pause it. Pausing it in Siege of Heaven? Pfft, no chance. Pause it in Siege of Heaven. Can't even believe I just said that out loud. And pause a Siege of Heaven. Be an idiot. Woo! Lucky. That's the shot I needed. Yeah, see, that one would be touch and go. But that's one that I would try and make a point of remembering. Yeah, sniper skeletons that I need. I wish these shots were at least almost semi-achievable. But they're very difficult. Very, very difficult. Like nigh on impossible without a Tempest to get the double gap shot. At least you can kind of attempt it. It's because you can't really get the angle, or you have to go through such a pain in the arse shot that it's no way recreatable with normal arrows, or at least not repeatable. Like this one, that would be one to remember. Getting him while he's there. Might not have actually killed anything. But again, you would do that with a Tempest. But you would, if you were gonna try and get the... Yeah, good and bad indeed. With what you were saying earlier, Al, about the skulls, so what I would then say, having just kind of, again, analysed it and done it within there, is make sure the skull is at the front of the pack before you Tempest, so that the skull has exploded first and does damage to anything. That was the point that I was kind of alluding to earlier, is that if you make sure the skull being at the front of a pack is what fucks my scoring up on Anakin, but firing a Tempest into that skull at the front should get you, you know, it should count as a kill from the skull. Should. Yeah, that might be one that I'll have to have a think about and do live. Maybe in one more. So I was kind of hoping we'd be able to get quite deep into the rest of the challenges. Yeah, this. I mean, it's. There's a lot going on at the back there. Reasonably an easy shot to make. Lots of points available. See, this is one of the other things to worry about. Oh, you're going. Are you gonna go? No, you're not. See, too far away to actually get the kill. So you'd want to soften it up first. You'll do though. Yeah, one of the other things to think about with multiple double gap shots, or trying to hit multiple double gap shots, is you need to make sure you are getting the Tempests to be able to achieve them easier. And you also need to make sure that you are scoring well. So the Tempest shots that you do fire need to be decent scoring double gap shots, so that you are able to acquire more gold to get more Tempests to be able to get better and more decent double gap shots. I think we got all the gap shot ones, didn't we? Execution is going to be one that I might give a go. These sniper shots? No, but that counted for something. Don't know what. Herald of the Apocalypse. Oh, now there's a title I like the sound of. Another opportunity wasted there. Maybe. Not Paradise then, because it seems to have gone from not many skulls to fucking shitloads. Ooh, I tell you what. We'll have a look on another level in a minute and see if it was... Might not have been Paradise Lost at all that I did it on. Changed my mind. Might change my mind. Might have been Ruin Bastion? Yeah, Ruin Bastion. The level that nobody plays because it's fucking hard. Fucking hard and horrible. Definitely need those. Hey, there's something else. Lovely. The big way that I managed to go from a reasonably good score to a decent score on this is starting to ring the rage bell before I took the Tempest shot. As you are getting achievements, if you are capable, it is also a worthy note to try and do that if you can manage it. Reason being is because that's even more gold, which then allows you to buy even more arrows, which then means you don't need to worry about like Cupid headshots to try and keep the arrows coming. Skeletons for sniper headshots, kill 20 exploding heads with gap shots. Normal. And we got some more there. Score 22 multi-kills in one run. Oh, okay. So yeah, a multi-kill doesn't have to be done with explosives. It can also be done with Tempests, as we just demonstrated. Got the double gap, so we don't need those anymore. Survive 15 waves. Let's go and have a look at the board and see what else we've got. Should be at like 70-ish% now. 68, not far. So that we can get as we're going. Normal sniper headshots. I believe elite headshots, if you were to get them by accident or aiming for them on purpose, would still count. Kill 333 bats, that's just a massive amount of time. Well, not too much, but... Relentless Guardian, normal 10 times, yep. Kill 20 exploding heads with gap shots, we're on that now. Kill summoners, golden bats. Golden bats. So one of my pieces of advice would be don't go, I know we did today, but it was just to show it off. Don't go on Siege, don't go on Siege Royale until you have got that achievement. So that probably does mean playing... Oh, okay. Oh, right. No, that's fine. Well, I think I've shown how to... The unique gap shots, to get all of those, you want to be on Siege Royale. My advice, as I was just getting to then, was make sure you do Desolation Town and get all the golden bats killed so that you get the additional golden bat in Siege Royale. I don't know where the extra golden bat is, but every extra golden bat within any mode is going to yield you a hopefully straightforward extra arrow. Those extra arrows could help you achieve other achievements. 10 headshot, 10 screamers in one run. That is difficult, and I will explain why in just a minute. Headshots, screamer combo. Kill 66 bats with gap shots. Can show you where we need to do that. 33 multi-kills in one run. Oh, so we got the... Alright, so that's the last version of it. Okay. 515 waves in Ruined Bastion. We haven't done that yet. Let's try... Ambush headshot. I can get that easy. 4 different special arrows in one wave. We'll have to just remember to do that one. That one's easy. Buy up the whole shop. Well, clone a Cupid, Orphan, and exploding head in one run. Meh, easy-ish. Okay. So there's not too many here that just require loads and loads and loads of enemies to be killed, other than that one. That one's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse. Let's try Ruined Bastion. Again, as I said in the last one, always try and put your special arrows in the same slots. Try and build up some sort of familiarity with your quiver. You do it in the main game, so why not do it here? The only thing that pisses me off is this is usually my Hand of God slot, and I've played this way round for so long now that Tempest goes there, Hand of God goes there, that, well, I can't change that. And I can't change where the Blessed Quiver goes either. What did we need to do? We just needed to complete this. We need skeleton snipes. So we just want to play this normal. Again, as I think I said in the last one, the double gap shot on this level is there and there. And I think that's it on this level. So there you go. I did all right on that first bit. Headshots, Cupids, and a few other bits and pieces. I always have, and I just... It's why I slow time. Yeah, I know. I used to put them on the outside, but then I kept on finding myself grabbing fucking cats and incursions, and oh my days. Very annoying. Tell you one thing we haven't talked a lot on is how to aim. Or I think we might have alluded to it a little bit in the last stream. Or rather. So I'll talk a little bit about my setup. And I use the same setup in... Or not setup. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I don't think I've missed it too many times, but I haven't really been going for it. It's rubbish. At short notice. What did we? It said we needed multi-kills. Go on then. So there's 2 multi-kills there. Oh, you bugger. Change direction on me, you little prick. Got ya! Setup-wise, now, again, as I said, this is something I haven't talked about. One of the things that I do in my play area is I have a tiny little mat right in the middle of my play area. When I'm playing Siege especially, every time I play, every time I set up, and something that I haven't been doing a lot in this stream, but I do when I'm scoring, or when I remember, resetting the Oculus, holding the right Oculus down to reset, moving back into position and setting yourself up back to center and facing where you would normally be facing forward within your play space. I also, my little map that I have, I can see just through my little nose piece to make sure I can see where it is, but I can feel, especially if I've got my slippers on, which I have at the moment. Get them off. That's probably why I'm failing. Slippers on. So I have the ball of my foot right on the line of the mat so that I know that's my firing position. And then as for the rest of it, there's 2 ways that you can do it. You can either try and adopt a proper archer's stance, which would be you would have your legs going along the same line but in an L. So front leg here, and then other leg, your toe sticking out that way. Now, that's how you would do it if you were doing actual archery, but we're in VR and it's a little bit different. Doing that way allows you to open up your chest a little bit more as well and get a decent draw. Now, I personally don't find that I have to do that. I can get full draw just by pulling to my chin. So because of that, I move between different stances more often than not, because I am a karate guy. I would be in our front stance, so I would have most of my weight on my front knee, and then I would have my other leg, so I'd have my knee here, foot pointing that way, then I would have this is my back leg going down slightly at an angle behind me, a little bit about shoulder's worth of a gap between my feet. It's a shame I can't show you my feet. And then my back foot turned out slightly, but not at the thing to make the L like the other stance. The reason why I like to stand like that is it then allows me to do something that, again, probably haven't talked about enough as well. When you are moving, try not to move from the waist. Try to move your back leg and let your body move naturally whilst keeping your front foot planted. But then slightly turning it where you have to. Boo. Having a nice stable stance is part and parcel of nailing consistency. Now, I know I'm kind of playing a little bit different and we're not really going for consistency, but he says as he's nailing all the headshots. This is it, guys. I forgot to sort my fucking stance out. What an idiot. It's all part of the aim game. There you go. I can miss. Bastard. All part of the aim game. Having a decent stance and a consistent stance is the first step. And a consistent posture is the first step in getting consistent accuracy. If you keep doing the same thing all the time, the same way, I think the best example I can give is I used to play quite a bit of darts. And that's quite a good example. If your stance is always the same, your throw is always the same, the way you move your arm, the darts that you use, the environment that you are, not so much the environment that you are playing in, but the regulations that you are playing towards, if you can keep all of those things exactly the same and then build up the muscle memory within that, then you should be able to make the dart hit where you want to every time. You know, even the best players in the world aren't capable of that. But there's a lot of lessons to be learnt from that sort of thing with what we're doing. Is keep everything consistent, keep everything facing forward, keep doing the same thing. Don't be afraid to try different things, but don't keep changing. Find what works, then stick with it, and then drill it, and then keep on doing that same thing. Have we actually shot any skulls yet? I can't even think I've heard any. One wave 6, so if they're coming, they'll be coming now. You don't see me blow up any skulls? I don't think I've heard any. There's one. Ooh, we'll have the ambush shot. Yes. Damn. So that's one. Let's try and get it for Al on this one. This one's for you, Al! So that's one. Don't think there was any previous to that. What else were we trying to get on this as well? Completion and nothing going through. Those would be nice ones to have. Oh, I'll tell you what. Stay hydrated, kids. Completely forgot to do that. There's a good indication of our double gap shot coming up the top there. When you see them looping around there, that's when you know you need to start thinking about looking over here and potentially even moving across a little to be able to get the bingo shot. Now, we would like to get the bingo shot with the Tempest that we've got, and we'd like to get at least a kill before we take it, because that's worth points. Points are worth gold. Gold buys us arrows. We haven't got many at the moment. And as I said, that's a very important matter when you're not getting any arrows from hitting cupids with headshots. Now, you should be able to get 100% completion in this game without hitting a single headshot on a cupid. On this level, getting cupid headshots is particularly difficult. So how many is that? That's one. So we got one on wave 6. I'm sure that there's definitely one level, because I remember carrying on trying it on Saints Approach, and I was getting really fucked off with trying to get that achievement on Saints Approach. And then I thought it was Lost Passage that I tried, but it might have just as easily been this one. You can have it. Damn. Damn. Oh, I heard that. Is that a skull? That's like fucking lucky as fuck. I hate that shot because you have to lead it in such a way that it's probably going to miss, or you'll get the headshot. And I don't like taking shots where those are the two choices. I either want to be getting a hit or definitely getting a hit or a headshot, not definitely a headshot or a miss. That's not the way to play to get a decent score. So we've had one at wave 6, none at wave 7, none at wave 8. But let's play to try and nail these bad boys. Skulls, that is. Here he comes. So I would... Where's he going? He's going right. Well, that's good. That's right into bingo territory, and we'll have him as part of our multi-kill. So again, if it was just the Red Knight, that's what I would do. Body him at least a couple of times with Red Knights. Get him to half health with Red Knights, probably quarter health if it has to be a Black Knight. Right. Yeah, just in case anybody was wondering, that's how I usually set up my quiver. These ones are the ones that get used. These ones don't. It just feels right for me to have the heaviest arrow at the bottom. I must have 12 Cupids in one run. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got that one. The advice that I can give for that one is... depends on how well you are at hitting your headshots, because obviously you have to hit 3 at a time. You can use Hand of God to make the initial 3 headshots easier. Get some points out of this lady or girl. Use the Hand of God so we can see where that skull is up there. There's also going to be a bingo shot opportunity for us over here. Let's just... do that and make sure we get that. Skeleton's already well past. Oh well, there goes our completion with no hits, but we're still on for skulls. Damn! That's not a great one for it then either. Probably could have just waited for it to go all the way along. I probably should have slow-moed at the end. Panic! Panic setting to make sure I got it. Not that one though. It's still worth analysing though. I think this level's got less. There's definitely one that has. But as you can see, it is a hard achievement. If I remember rightly, it might have even been the last one that I got. Or maybe the one that I got just before I went for the 77 sniper kills. But again, I must admit, I am going about it the wrong way, because I am not coming in here with the focus on an achievement, which is what you should do. I'm trying to do multiple. And obviously trying to give as many tips along the way as I can. So yeah, those were all headshots. This is the feeling that I get from having played as much Siege as I have, is that if the first in a group is a headshot, the others will count the same. So it's actually incredibly good score in there. What else do we need? We need skull gap shots. This one's quite a good... Well, is it a good one for skull gap shots? That can be an incredibly tricky shot to make when you need to make it. One of the ways, because that is a decent little scoring area as well. Bit counterintuitive. I thought you were going to go for the gap. One of the ways to make that shot a little bit easier is to pull back and to the right. Problem is, that ruins our consistency. Because, as I was talking to about earlier, part of the whole consistency thing is being in the same place all the time as well. You'll notice that I always stand on these little spines, and the whole point of it is I'm trying to... The elevation I don't care about. That's just something that you learn to work with, use, or what have you. But the whole point of being on these little end things is you are trying to be as close to the kill zone as possible. And by kill zone, I mean the easy area for you to harvest headshots or hit your headshots. Again, if I was playing this for score, I wouldn't fire a normal arrow anywhere past any of this. this level is particularly difficult because now they're in my kill zone. There's this in the way. There's then a small amount of time before they start climbing a stairwell. Oh. And those are where you miss your shots. When they go from one elevation to another. So ideally you want to try and nail the gap shots. That shot, them doing that basically, fucking about on the stairs. Bastards. They'll get you. Oh, rubbish, waste of air tempest that. Notice though, that was a body shot with that Tempest, and because he was in the Holy Light area, he took additional damage, because a Tempest body shot on a Red Knight would normally half health it. Tell you the one thing that I'm learning from this stream tonight is this feels a lot harder than it used to be, the whole like getting achievements for it, and I suppose the reason being is because I never had to get them all, or no, that's the wrong way to put it. I only had 3 levels to get the achievements from originally, and there weren't as many achievements. Oh, no Tempests. And so then anybody who's starting Siege of Heaven now has a lot of achievements to try and get across a lot of levels. Yeah, I mean, this one is a difficult one to score high on, but to score high, you need to have a short-range kill zone. If you watch anybody who can play this that can score well, they're not making shots like this, or that. All of their shots are this area. And then depending on how good you are, like the difference between, say, me and Jarek is I'm comfortable hitting headshots to about here. He's comfortable to hitting them to about there. Maybe even those ones as well, whereas I'm not. And that is one of the big differences between our score. And when I say comfortable, it's not that I can't, it's just being able to hit them consistently over and over again. And again, this goes back to stance and positioning and your positioning in the game and real world. I'd say exactly the same. It's as I said originally, the thing with Siege of Heaven is there are some achievements in this that some people will just not be capable of getting because they can't shoot like that. Or rather, it will take them a very, very, very long time to get up to that level. There's only one achievement that I can think of which I made a point of breaking as quickly as I possibly could because I didn't like it, and I was very vocal on the matter with Beanie and Super Bright, was the achievement for killing 6 enemies in the Exorcist's circle. Killing 6 enemies before the Exorcist circle closes, or whatever it is. I can't remember what it's called now. One of you will say it, and then I'll go, oh yeah, of course it is. Finesse. Something to do with finesse. Is it finesse? Can't remember. But anyway, you know the one. You know that... God, I haven't even used a single-handed god yet. But yeah, that achievement where you have to kill 6 enemies within an Exorcist lighting the fire under your ass. Well, is that difficult anyway? Yes. Would I find getting 6 kills in that fucking circle Oh, yeah, composure. Fuck! Can't remember what it's called now. It's gonna bug me. But anyway, you know which one I'm talking about. Someone will say it later. But yeah, that achievement for me was the first one that I thought, well, hang on a second. Although this game is hard, it is, because of the progression within it, achievable. And hopefully, inevitable. Which I think is the correct way. No, that did count as a multi-kill. Which I think is the correct way for the game to be. Which is why when I started doing those easy cheesy videos, incredible composure, thank you, Sean. When I started doing those easy cheesy videos, it was one of my first ones to bust that wide open as quickly as possible and at least show people how to do it. Because I, for one, could see people coming into my game, the game that I like the most, and not getting on with it and not enjoying it because they couldn't get past that achievement, and so then possibly even going, oh, fuck this game then, and playing something else. We don't want that. We want people coming in, playing IDU, and staying on IDU. We don't want them to have reasons to go away. So, yeah, I made a point of, like, you know, showing just how much slow time you have to put in, because let's face it, the whole manipulation of slow time should be one of the pinnacles of your skill set within the main game. And to be asked to learn that as part of the course, you know, there's some people that don't even play with slow time. What fucking chance have they got of getting that achievement? So that one, oh, we are on wave 15. That one there, that last one would be a particularly difficult one to make sure you kill a skull on. One of the things that I would say as well, so yeah, this level, I think it would be doable. That last wave you would definitely have to make a mental note for, as to making sure you get it done. Ah, you fucking... Oh, well, we're almost done anyway. Oh no, that's not going to work. Oh, that's definitely not going to work. Yeah, so that last wave is going to be an absolute pain in the arse for that achievement. Yeah, but that's the problem, is there's a lot of people that don't use slow time and won't use slow time. And also, let's face it, we're all fairly old hands at the game, so we know how to manipulate slow time and how it works. Ah, you're not fucking getting away. There's a lot of people who won't. Fucking hell, one achievement. What did we get achieved? This. I think a lot of people were. A lot of people have... it's one of those games that everyone says is really, really good, but there's a lot of people who play it and jack it in quite quickly. So... because it's not easy. What we like for time? We got another run or two in us? I wonder... no, probably not. Maybe get one more done. Be quick. Yes, yeah. Yeah, the whole point of Incredible Composure, or I suppose my point is, the whole point of Incredible Composure was to teach people how to use slow time, or at least that was the impression that I got from what I was told. And that's all well and good, but there's some people who don't want to use slow time. They want to just archery. They want to just play on their terms. Which, again, you know, that's the only reason why I didn't like... oh, let's just carry on whilst I'm chatting away. That's the only reason why I didn't personally like that achievement, because, yeah, it's skill gapping and gatekeeping. You know, everybody should be capable of getting 100% of the achievements in the main game. I thoroughly believe that, if you are willing to put the time in. And again, as we were talking about, the reason why I started talking about this is the Siege of Heaven. This is, again, the reason why I talk about this is that's part and parcel of the problem, I think, with Siege, is there are achievements where you have to put so much time in. There you go. One of those two's doing something right then. That was the big thing that I found for me, is I was like, I've done this in a lot of things as well, is like, you know, why be good at something if you can't show it to others? And it was mainly due to the fact that I found that I was all right at the game, and I was learning things quite quick and picking things up quite quick and finding things out that others didn't know about. And oh yeah, Matt was a massive driving force on a lot of what I did. Matt was one of the ones, and Rico, and the Monk Hunter. These are all videos that I was looking at, sifting through and seeing what I could find. I didn't watch as many of Matt's as I would like to, because a lot of the stuff that I watched was on YouTube. No, that's a waste. Oh, we need to get clones, don't we? Yes, clones. That's a twat of an achievement, I can tell you that. This is part and parcel of the reason as well why you have to do a lot of these achievements via increments, because having decent gold so that you can buy up the arrows. So some achievements do get easier the further you get through the achievements, just like in the main game. But yeah, the big one for me, and it was as much to do with Siege of Heaven, is I was pretty talented at Siege of Heaven. I was up there with Beanie and Matt, and they were considered a couple of the best. Oh, something that I will quickly show you on this. If you headshot that summoner, he will die and he will not spawn the next one. That line that's going to him, when that line completes, is what clones him. When that line starts, if you hit him with a body shot, he will instantly finish cloning. Example, clone straight away. If you hit him with a headshot, it stops the cloning process. Now, why is that useful to us? Well, show you, because you can do some stupid things with orphans and scoring on this level. Might have to quicken it up because I haven't got that much battery left. What a fucking stupid level to try this on. Oh, I don't think we're going to get done here. Right, so I suppose we haven't got that many. So now one of the things that I found is if you can angle, I haven't got the Hand of God. Boo. Right, so he's going to start, hit. Hopefully he'll target her again. No. That's a bit of a twat. Definitely have you two, though. Yeah, so hopefully that's some of the things useful. You can use a combination of that knowledge with a well-placed Hand of God to massively replicate those orphans over there. So you would put a Hand of God there, the orphan comes into it, and then what you try and demonstrate, you do shots like that, little tiny shots, to try and hit him with as least damage as possible. And so you can then get more clones out of him, it was the logic that I had for it. You also have to make sure you kill the summoner second to last, otherwise he disappears, like he just did. So again, little body shot there, little body shot there, little body shot there. Notice I'm not doing these at full draw and aiming quite far off. And now we've got an extra, 4 enemies there. So this can make the cloning achievement to get a little easier. But as I said, you can also use that as part of the scoring method, or something that I was working on. Oh, crap. Oh, come on now. Get those headshots. This, for me, is definitely one of the hardest levels going. And it's literally because the kill box is just outside of what I would consider my comfortable range. But more importantly, I have to move left to right as opposed to right to left like every other fucking level. And it's really, really hard. What did I say? Left to... Whatever they're doing now is the way that I don't like it. The other way I do like it. Yeah, they're moving left to right. I hate them moving left to right. It's really annoying. Should be able to get them. This would probably be, as I said, this would probably be the level for multi-kills as well. Yeah. Woo! Don't see headshots on those very often, tell you that for nothing. Let's save our money for Tempests, because that's what we're going to need. Up life battery. Not very much. It's going to be a very quick exit. So, again, I am like half drawing and aiming well off to make sure I can get 4 hits on that guy and spawn extra knights. Yeah, I don't know what it is about them going left to right. I think it's because, as I said previously, I don't have a... the annoying part is I don't have a... Oh, it should be right on the edge of that. I don't have a sight picture. Yeah, he should arrive in time. I don't play with a sight picture in that I'm not really aiming at a specific... from a specific point of my... or down the arrow or down the bow or anything along those lines. Oh, something you guys can tell me, because I can't remember if it's changed or not, and I think it has. Is it looking out of my right eye or my left eye? Because I think when I did the ITR stream, I think it's changed back to left eye again. And it should be right eye. But I don't know. It should look like I'm firing shots properly as opposed to trying to hit them like a goon. I don't know. What do we reckon? I'll do this for my own testing because I need to check. Could just check the settings, that'd probably be easier, but might crash the stream or something, so we'll do that later. Oh. Yeah, I thought it was. Well, that's annoying. That's changed back. Lovely. Get out of my way. Did I kill him? Yes, I did. I don't think you lose the achievements, but you definitely lose the score. I'll tell you that for nothing. Damn it. Should have shot him in his bony little arse. Prick. Got ya. Yeah, I don't think you would lose the achievements, but you definitely lose the score. I know this because in previous seasons, whilst trying to keep on top of my Siege game, whilst not posting stupid scores to put people off of playing Siege, I would quit at the end of like wave 15 or towards the last couple of enemies of wave 15, just so it didn't post my score. I know Beanie used to do the same as well. Then like Jarek and Arby, and now Harry Perrell came along, ruin it for everybody. Well, not us, but everybody else. No, let's not have you cloned that soon. And obviously, you know, and I think that one's less known. But obviously, if you kill the target of their clone, then it doesn't clone. Let's... Oof, that was lucky. Will that count? Guess it will. It's not nice. It's self-serving, Kim. More people playing the game, more people come and listen to me, more people listen to me, more people watch the channel. Everybody happy. Me included. I mean, yeah, you're totally right, Kim. It's because I'm just so nice. So nice. It's mutually beneficial. Ooh. Whoop. Damn. Oh no, we should be okay. I think there was one for not letting any enemies escape. Definitely can't get that one now because the summoner has escaped multiple times. Oh no, no one's gonna get there in time. Oh, maybe. There's a chance. And where there's a chance, no! I've ruined both achievements now. Fucking hell. Rubbish. I definitely got another one there, so that's good. Oh, well, that's brilliant. All the achievements that I'm going to have left are going to be the ones that actually require some skill. Fuck. Oh. The one thing that I will say... Whew. Yeah, to be fair, I don't get a very good score in Nefarious Invasion. I think I've shown you guys in one of the the last Siege of Heaven stream, the strategy, if you can find it, it's worth having a look at. The strategy that I was using. It's hard to pull off though, is the problem. So I don't know if it would be of that much interest. But it is basically, as I said, multiplying the orphans a bunch. Stop getting in my face. Multiplying the orphans a bunch and then making a bingo shot on them. To be fair, I don't think there's an awful... I suppose we can still get some more clones, can't we? Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Because this might be something I can show Kim to improve her score a little. But it's whether you can do it or not as well, because even I fucking struggle with this next bit. And it's whether I get the RNG for it also. Yeah. That'll do. Let's end it there, and then I'll show you guys that. Turn to last stand. So, there's some more achievements gotten. What are we at now? 70%. 26 more achievements to get. What I will do in my time, before I do another one of these, is I'm going to find out what some of the best levels are for doing these, make a note of them, play them a little bit, and then hopefully come on and show you all about it. We've actually got quite a lot of little easy achievements that we can get at any time. Kill Anakin with an ambush shot. I've shown you where to make that shot. It's just a point of then doing enough damage to him and killing him with an ambush shot, which is a headshot plus a gap shot. Using all 4 arrows in a wave, we could go get that now. buy up the whole shop's inventory at once. Easier the more achievements that you have, but after a couple of perfect waves, you should be able to afford to buy up the entire shop. Note, though, you would have to take damage in a wave to be able to purchase the Blood of the Lamb. Clone a Cupid, Orphan, and Exploding Head in one run. We didn't get the Cupid side of things on that one. So yeah, there's still a decent amount of achievements. Not too many of them are going to be, fuck me, do we have to kill 300 of X? There are some like that, though. So, yeah, those ones we will probably either ignore, and I'll tell you the best way to farm them, or, I don't know, we could do a really exciting stream where I farm fucking things on Siege of Heaven. Anyway, on that bombshell, thank you all very much for watching. I have been Silver Tongue Devil. Good night.